Yes, I welcome you back to this second session of kuhesabu, counting. So we left when we had stopped at 100 and we said 100 is called mia moja. Let us start from there. So I have told you mia moja, we call it mia moja because of this one. So depending on the figure we have here, we shall give it a name. So if we have there, for example, 3 or 2, we shall call it, we shall use the word mia. The word mia means 100. Then if we want to say 200, we shall say mia mbili. So you keep adjusting here depending on the figure you have there. So assume we have all the figures in between here, then there we shall have 900. Do you still remember how we call 9? It is called tisa. So this is mia tisa. Mia tisa, from mia tisa we shall go to 1000. 1000 is called elf. A figure with 3 zeros is called elf. So we call it elf moja because of that one containing 3 zeros. This is 1000. So in Kiswahili this we call it is elf. The word is elf, elf moja. We are calling it elfu moja because of this one. So we shall also keep adjusting depending on the figure that we shall have on this press. So if we have there 3, that is elfu tatu. If we have 4, elfu nne. If we have 5, elfu tano. If we have 9, it is elfu tisa. So elfu tisa. That is elfu tisa. From elfu tisa, we shall go to a figure containing 4 zeros. So elfu tisa, it is 9,000. Then it means 9,000. If we have 10 here, it is 10 with 3 zeros. It is 10 with 3 zeros. So we shall call it. Here we are from elfu tisa. Since we have 10 here, it is elfu kumi. Elfu kumi, that is 10,000. Then, depending on the figure here, we can have 20. How do we call 20? Do you still remember? 20 is called ishirini. So we shall call it, it is elfu ishirini. So if we have 10, elfu kumi, 20, elfu ishirini, 30, elfu thelathini, 40, like that. Then if we have 90, make sure in your notebook, let you do all this work. You note the figures that are missing there and you have them in words. Then if we have 90, how do we call 90? 90 we call it tisin. So this is elfu tisin. So from elfu tisin, we shall have 100,000. So that is a figure with 5 zeros. A figure with 5 zeros. So this one, it is 100. So 100 with 3 zeros, we call it 100,000. So it is called elfu. Do you still remember how we call 100? It is mia. So since it is 1, it is mia moja. We call it elfu mia moja. or else it has another name, we call it laki moja. So we shall call it elfu mia moja because of this one. We call it laki moja because of this one. If we have two there, it becomes laki mbili or elfu mia mbili. If we have three, it is laki tatu or elfu mia tatu. So, for example, we have two. This is elfu mia mbili. If we have three there, I have told you the way we do it. So depending on the figure that is we are having here, we shall give it a name or we shall write it in words. Then from there, we shall have, make sure, get time in that notebook of yours, get time and fill this gap. You put all the figures that are missing in between and you write them in words. Then from there we shall have a figure with 6 zeros. In English we call this 1 million. We call it 1 million because of this one. Let's say if we had 2, we would call it 2 million. So in Kiswahili also we don't have equivalent word. Instead we borrowed from English, we call it milioni. So, due to the fact that we have figure number 1, it is called milioni moja. Milioni moja. So, here we can have milioni mbili, we can have milioni kumi if we have 10, figure 10 with 6 zeros in front of it. We can call it milioni mia moja if we have 100 with 6 zeros in front of it. So, for counting, we are going to stop from 1 million. For the rest of the figures, we can have, for example, I have told you, if we have 100 with 6 zeros, we shall write it in words depending on the figure we have here. This is mia moja. We had already seen it, it is mia moja because of this one. So we shall say it is milioni mia moja. Milioni mia moja. So, I have this work. I want you to see how we can have figures written in words. For example, we have shughuli. The word shughuli means activity. Activity. So, shughuli is activity. I have this work, andika kwa maneno. Andika kwa maneno. Write in words. So I have number 1, like it is 2, 3, 4. How can we? Let us do this as example. How can we do this? How can we write it in words? So we shall have 2. How many zeros do you think we shall put in front of 2? Those are 3 zeros. It is 1, 2, 3. Then we shall have 3. We shall have 4. Then there we have a 0. We don't need to write it. When we add, we shall get our figure. 2, 3, 4, 0. Then see how do we write this in words? It is elfu mbili because it is 2 with 3 zeros. It is elfu mbili. How do we call this? It is mia tatu. Then we have this one we call it arobaini. Arobaini. So you will count from down according to how you have arranged your work. You count from down. The second one from bottom. The second one from bottom. On the last word, we shall put connective na, which is like this. We put connective na. So our figure in words it is 2340. 2340. That's how we can write this in Kiswahili words. So I have number 2 for you. Let you try it. We have so try. These are how many? These are 4 numbers. Let you try them, do them, being guided by the words we have written and the figures. So you see how you can have, following the example I have put, then you also arrange them, writing them in words. Thereafter, you will have connective na, connecting the last second figure with the second one, with the last one. Then you put connective na. Afterwards, you write it in words. Thank you very much for the session. We have stopped today for counting. See you in the next topic. Thank you very much. Keep watching.